Visitors from Freeport, Grand Bahama. Standing 6'3", a junior, Ian Gibson. 6'1", sophomore, Cameron McIntosh. Sorry about that. A junior, 6'1", Daquan Joseph. Standing 6'5", a sophomore, number 25, Shanto Curry. The playmaker, 6'3", junior, sharpshooter, Makai Nesbitt. Former national team coach attempting to take the Hugh Campbell basketball trophy back to Jaguar country for the first time. Let's welcome Coach Darrell Sayers and the Jaguars coaching staff. Coming right now to grace us with the singing of our country's national anthem. Please welcome to the microphone, Miss Iris Moxie. Please stand. Come, Miss Moxie.
Lift up your head to the rising sun, Bahama. March on to glory, your bright banners waving high. See how the world marks the manner of your blaring. Pledge to excel through love and unity, pressing onward, march together to a common loftier goal. Steady sunward, though the weather hides the wide and treacherous shoal. Lift up your head to the rising sun, Bahama land, till the road you've trod leads unto your good. March on, Bahama land.
Come on, give it up for Miss Moxie. What a wonderful job. You may be seated. Few house cleaning duties before we get to the matter at hand tonight. Want to recognize, first and foremost, the presence of the hardest working man in sports in the Commonwealth of the Bahamas, the Honorable Mario K. Boleg, Minister of Youth, Sports and Culture. We also have with us here tonight the Honorable Keith Bell, Minister of Housing and Urban Renewal. Also in our presence tonight is the Assistant Director of Sports, Mr. Kerry Baker. Good to have him here with us also. Also we have with us the Principal of the A.F. Adley Junior High School, Acting Principal of the A.F. Principal of the A.F. Adley Junior High School, Miss Carmen Miller, 1 second, Miss Miller. She's ready. Also we have with us Miss Chavez Rutherford, principal of the C.I. Gibson Rattlers. And she just caught the flight in today. The principal of St. George's High School, Miss Browen Smith. Now we're going to invite Miss Miller to come and bring brief remarks at this time.
Good night, and thank you to all. Welcome to our 41st annual Hugh Campbell tournament under the theme Hoops, Heart, and Hustle, creating legends on the court. I want to say thank you to all of the persons who are involved in this tournament. It was lots of work. First, I will recognize the founders, Mr. Forbes, Mr. Pickstock, for the work that they have done, the vision in creating this tournament. I say a special thanks to them, along with Doug Collins. Athletes, you've worked very hard. You've kept the spirit of sportsmanship throughout the games, and I thank you for that, for bringing your best on the court. Coaches, I also give thanks to you and all of our partners, the referees, the statisticians, those who are working behind the scenes. I say a special thank you to you, members of the Royal Bahamas Police Force, the prison department, who you will see later being showcased tonight. Also, I say a special thank you on behalf of the A.F. Adley Junior High School. Our sponsors for tonight's event, our tournament, we say thank you to Coca-Cola, Bahamas Air, Island Express, ZNS, Rubis Gas Station, East-West Highway, and J.S. Johnson. At this time, I give special recognition to my committee, and I will call my chairperson, Mr. Paul Adley in all black. Mr. Paul Adley, this day you have to step forward and take a bow. He has led my committee. Mr. Adley, don't let me come for you, come on. Give him a rousing round of applause. This is months and months of hard work along with his team, his committee. You will see them in all black. And so the A.F. Adley Junior High School thanks you, and the Hugh Campbell Basketball Tournament Group also says thanks. Good evening.
Thank you so much, Madam Principal. Coming now to officially declare the tournament open, but before he does, it's good to have Assistant Director, District Superintendent here, Ms. Shannon White. Good to see you here as well. Good to see all the educators out here tonight as well. Former principal, former principal of St. George's High School. Good to have you here as well. Well, coming to the microphone, and he's not a man that talks really long, but he's a man of action, won many tournaments here, former leader in the Bahamas Basketball Federation, former president, took basketball to where it is in this country, put it on the map, put us at the Olympic level, and is leading our country in the right direction as it relates to the Ministry of Youth, Sports, and Culture. Please put your hands together and welcome the Honorable Mario K. Boleg.
Thank you, Norris Bain. Good night, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the 42nd Annual Hugh Campbell Championship Game. The night game is not just a championship game, but it's a stage where every young man who plays high school basketball dreams to showcase their talent and their skills here in the country. To St. George's and C.I. Gibson, your dream has come true. I ask you, play hard, be resilient, and put on a show to excite this crowd. And may the best team win. Good night, and let the game begin.
Thank you so much. Thank you to all. Please have your seats. Please, you may shake hands. Minister, please remain for the ceremonial jump ball. Take your seats, and may the best team win. Are we ready for basketball?
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the main event.
Hey, just Mario. Got you. Darrell. Who jump in? Our game officials tonight is Mr. Gino Davis, Travis Sawyer, and Eustacia Smith.
Gentlemen, welcome to the main event. Let's get ready to rumble!
We'll head into this quick commercial break.
Our objective is to travel the length and breadth of the Commonwealth of the Bahamas to find and assist underprivileged young boys and girls who are academically inclined, to give them the opportunity to excel, and to provide guidance, advice, and mentorship in all aspects to bring complete balance to their academic and athletic initiative. Showtime Sports and Educational Foundation, investing in our future with young people, gardening, maritime, and athletics. Together, we can achieve great things.
Girl, I just walk into Sun Isles, watches and clocks. I don't know what to get this man.
Girl, just get him a little G-Shock or something, you know?
But even if I was to get him a G-Shock, there's so much variety. I don't even know where to start.
Get him a little black. I know, I ain't got no man. Yeah, I know what to do.
Girl, you ain't no help.
Sorry, I don't mean to overstep, but I heard you said that you don't know which watch you want for your man.
I just a girl. I never do this before.
What colors do we like? Do we like gold? Do we like silver, black, blue, white?
He's a silver kind of man. Matter of fact, this look like him right here, you know.
And today is your special day. For as low as $49.50, this could be yours.
Man, you joking.
Dead serious.
$49.50.
$49.50. Check out Sun Isles watches and clocks for the hardest timepieces. We've got all the colors of the latest brands like Techno Marine, Invicta, and Casio G-Shock. So come on down to Sun Isles.
Hey, girl, you think if I get him a watch or get somebody a watch, I get a man?
Come off my phone, yo. Tasha, what you saying? Girl, right here, rushing the cash, J.S. Johnson. I gotta renew my insurance.
Oh, I with JSJ too, but I don't wait in line. I just pay online.
Stop it. How you do that?
Just email info@jsjohnson.com and say, sign me up for an online service center. They'll reach out and hook you up. You ain't never have to stand in line again.
Amen to that.
Save time. Pay online. Sign up for J.S. Johnson's online service center today.
Insurance, peace of mind.
Welcome back. We're here at the Kendall G. Isaacs Gymnasium, less than 2 minutes before the opening tip-off. But just in case you missed it, look at the starting lineups for tonight's game. Starting first with the home team in the white, the St. George's Jaguars out of Grand Bahama. Starting at point guard number 3, Cameron McIntosh. At the shooting guard position, number 10, Daquan Joseph. Playing the small forward, number 22, team captain Makai Nesbitt. At power forward, number 25, Shanto Curry. And at center, number 2, Ian Gibson. And for the CI Gibson Rattlers out of Nassau, starting at point guard number 1, Sidney Higgs Jr. At shooting guard number 2, Darius Hanna. At small forward, number 9, Dariano Stubbs. At power forward, number 4, Joe Vardo Wright. And at the center, the team captain, number 10, Mario Roll Jr. Anton, we're roughly a minute away from the opening tip-off. The crowd is starting to fill in here at Kendall. I'm excited. What about you?
Yeah, I'm definitely excited. 2 coaches, 2 friends, 2 of my colleagues and 2 of my friends that I've known for a very long time. I've traveled around the world coaching basketball, so I know these men love it. And they're out here now to give us some good competition.
I don't know if you've been watching the tournament from Monday like me. I can say that both teams are certainly evenly matched. I don't think there's a decisive edge on either end.
There's absolutely no edge, in my opinion. There are some characteristics that may be different in some instances from some of them. However, they both average 63 points per game.
It doesn't get any closer than that.
When you look at steals, St. George's average 15 steals and 34 rebounds per game. C.I. Gibson averages 17 steals and 36 rebounds per game. This team is almost like a mirror of each other than the fact, I believe, more of St. George's players, especially in the starting lineup, are high school juniors and sophomores.
Yeah. Certainly going to be an exciting game. This is my prediction. I saw these two teams play, and I was like, it's going to be CI and St. George's.
I could not have said that it would have been my prediction at these two specifically, but there was the possibility of a combination of one or two other teams that played well throughout the tournament, but these two teams showed themselves head and shoulders above the competition.
Just a moments away from the opening tip-off. Again, so much interesting storylines weaved into tonight's championship game for the C.I. Gibson Rattlers with a win. Kevin K.J. Johnson will be the winningest coach in tournament history, and the Jaguars looking for their first one. There's 3 tip-off underway. The Jags, the tip-off Cameron McIntosh to the basket with the first 2 points of the game. Georges go up 2-0 here in the first period. The Rattlers working the ball around the perimeter. Toronto right to find Darius Hannah. Darius Hannah kick the ball out to Satan Hicks, who goes into the lane. Turnover there, the first one of the game for the Rattlers. Anton, what do you think the Rattlers have to do in this game to come out victorious?
What the Rattlers need to do is continue with what has been doing well for them, is to go inside to Mario Roll and utilize his inside strength.
Jaguars probing. Looks like another turn over there. Deflection there. Jags inbounding the ball, working the ball around the perimeter. Daquan Joseph probing the defense. Gets a screen. Randy Miller kicks it back out to Joseph for the 3, and that is no good. Rebound, Darius Hannah. Rattlers look to push in transition. Sidney Hicks setting up the offense, finds Mario Roll, who attacks baseline. This ball is stolen by Daquan Joseph for the Jaguars. The Jags pushing in transition. Corner 3, Makai Nesbitt, and that is no good. Mario Roll with the rebound for the Rattlers. CI looking to push again. Rattlers working the ball around the perimeter. Darius Hannah for 3. That one is just off. Darius has looked off his past 2 games.
Well, one of the things that we saw his dad telling him earlier in the warm-ups is about setting his feet, being more square, and opening his fingers on the ball for more control. The second
no good. Rattlers with the rebound. Mario Roll gets it, but he's tied up. Jaguars get the steal. Randy Miller pushing the ball in transition for the Jags. Makai Nesbitt, step back 3. That is no good. Chantel Curry gets the offensive rebound for the Jags. He goes up for the mid-range jumper. That is no good. Foul called there. That's who will be on. Calling the Jaguars. Ian Gibson called for his first foul of the game.
Actually, they just called it out of bounds.
Oh, out of bounds. Jaguars pushing the ball up the court. Looking to probe this Jaguars 3-2 defense. Mario Roll gets the ball in the way he attacks, but the referees call a travel.
That same specific call has been a concern throughout the tournament. You see sometimes officials are right on it. The big man making a move on the exterior perimeter and trying to get in. It's a nice thing, beautiful thing to see when it's executed well.
Jags working the ball around the perimeter. Makai Nesbitt finds Randy Miller for 3. That is no good. The Rattlers get the rebound. Sidney Hicks looking to push in a transition. Finds Mario Roll on the inside for the 2. No. He misses, gets his own rebound, goes back up, no good. Contested yet again by the Jaguars, and the Rattlers can't find the basket early on. Jaguars pushing in transition. Makai Nesbitt looking to set up the offense. Randy Miller finds Chantel Curry in the corner for 3. That is no good. Darius Hannah gets the rebound. CI again out and running on the break. Finds Hannah for 2, and that is good. CI gets their first basket of the game with just under 5:16 to go in the first quarter. And this looks like this is going to be a defensive battle.
Well, you may see that further inside this first quarter, the teams are going to get probably a little bit more used. St. George's is usually a very good all-around shooting team. They work hard a lot, and St. George's has.
Okay, scores tied at 2 apiece. We've reached our first TV timeout. More after this break.
When you've got a problem with auto glass, the Windshield House has the solution. Our technicians will replace your broken glass and have you back on the road in no time. We have a wide selection of windshields to replace your damaged one, and we ship to the Family Islands. With excellent service and prices, we guarantee your satisfaction. The Windshield House and Parts Locator, Abundant Life Road.
Throughout our lifetime, we must all make decisions. No matter how we choose, the right one just needs to be made. Like having J.S. Johnson Insurance Agents and Brokers as your insurance partner. We've been serving the Bahamas for over 100 years. Whether you need home, motor, marine, or commercial insurance, make the right decision. Call 397-2100 or visit jsjohnson.com.
JS Johnson Insurance. Peace of mind.
Career Builders, the premier home builder in Nassau, Bahamas. Bahamian owned and operated from 2001. We offer project planning, from site evaluation to estimation, quality assurance, and much, much more. Located in the Airport Industrial Park. Telephone 377-2622. Career Builders, building the future.
For more than 3 decades, the Bahamas Bridal Show has made dreams come true, all on a single day in a ballroom decorated wall-to-wall. Meet 14 wedding and home suppliers, giving away thousands of dollars in great prizes while you enjoy a fashion show, wedding demonstrations, food, and champagne sampling. Someone to Love comes to Bahamas Grand Hyatt, 2 p.m. Sunday, March 22nd. Purchase tickets for this spectacular wedding and event show at bahamasevents.net or call 421-9783.
Welcome back. We're here at the Kendall G. Lysak Gymnasium, side of the 42nd Hugh Campbell Championship game between the St. George's Jaguars and the C.I. Gibson Rattlers with 5:16 to play in the first quarter. Anton, if this is any indication of what's going to happen for the rest of the game, this is going to be a low-scoring defensive battle.
Yes, that's what it appears to be so far. I kind of predicted high pace, high scoring. But it's been high pace, but not high scoring.
Jaguars getting the ball after the break. Daquan Joseph bringing it up for St. George's. The Rattlers in a 2-3 defense. Joseph finds Nesbitt on the wing. Randy Miller in the corner for 3, and he is fouled. He'll head to the line for 3 free throws.
Now, it's obvious that Coach Johnson scouted this play. This is a play that St. George's uses called S5 or S4, where they swing the ball around to an overload and the screen is on that side. And KJ has made his team adjust to it, but that was a dumb foul by Darius Hanna, by a normally high IQ basketball player. He knows better than that, being a three-point shooter himself.
First free throw from Randy Miller there, an air ball. There's 2 more to go. Second free throw is no good.
It doesn't seem like there's much effort in the free throw either. And like I say, St. George's is normally a pretty decent shooting team.
I don't know if it's just me. It seems like the players seem a bit tense. Obviously, a championship game, a lot on the line.
And he's not a very good free throw shooting person, according to the tournament, just shooting 45% all tournament. So I guess that's what is expected.
Rattlers probing. Darius Hanna in the corner for 3. That is no good. Rebound by the Jaguars. Daquan Joseph pushing in transition. Finds Randy Miller on top. Goes to the lane, kicks it back out to Joseph. Joseph finds Nesbitt. Pro Hawk goes for the behind-the-back pass, but turns the ball over. Score still 3-2 in favor of the St. George's Jaguars with 4:39 left to play in the first quarter. Cy Gibson Rattlers bringing the ball up the court. The Jags on a 3-2 defense. Darius Hannah down low. Finds Mario Roll. Roll back on top to Hannah. Hannah mid-range jumper is good.
And he scored the first 2 buckets for C.I. Gibson with the exact same move. An up fake, right dribble, pull up mid-range.
Jaguars back on offense. Makai Nesbitt attacks the lane floater. This is no good. Rattlers get the rebound. The tie-up on the inside.
It'll be Rattlers ball after the tie-up.
Score 4-3 in favor of the Rattlers with 4:07 left to play in the first quarter. Darius Hannah walking the ball up court, calling for a screen, finds Sidney Higgs. Higgs will find Gerardo Wright. Wright will attack, throw up in the lane, up and under scoop, and he is fouled. It looks like he will head to the line for 2. I don't. It looks like this game maybe wanted the free throw line.
And both teams are not necessarily great free throw percentage shooting teams. They have individuals that shoot pretty good from the free throw line, but not as teams.
First attempt for Wright is no good. The little announcers jinxed it.
And when you look at the free throw percentage, Sidney Higgs is the highest free throw percentage shooting person from C.I. Gibson and throughout the whole tournament with 80%.
Wright makes the second one to put the Rattlers up by 2 with just under 3:50 left in the first quarter. Jags on offense, Makai Nesbitt. Kicks in the corner to Randy Miller. We find Daquan Joseph will pull up mid-range 2. That is good. Tie game at 5 apiece with 3:38 to go.
If you notice that play, they ran the same as 4 on the opposite side of the floor.
Rattlers again probing the offense. Hannah trying to find Mario Roll on the inside, but turns the ball over. One of early turnovers in this one for the Rattlers. Jaguars back on offense. Joseph kicks the ball to Nesbitt. Nesbitt works the lane. High arcing layup is no good. Another tie-up on the inside between Jaguar center Ian Gibson and Rattlers forward Gerardo Wright. And he will head to the line for 2. The field goals are few and far in between in this one, Anton.
Yeah, it's 2, like we say, evenly matched teams, but they're evenly matched defensively as well. So I guess that's a reason why, too, for the low-scoring output.
Curry's first free throw is good to put the Jags up 6-5 with just under 3 minutes to go in the first quarter. Second free throw by Curry, no good. Mario Roll gets the rebound. The Rattlers look to push in transition. Sidney Higgs find Darius Hannah. Hannah looking to work the ball on the inside to Mario Roll. Roll will find Higgs, who will attempt the 3. That is no good. Rattlers get the offensive rebound, but it's stolen by the Jags. Curry will find Joseph. Back to Curry. Curry mid-range jumper, no good. Higgs will get the rebound for the Rattlers and look to push. Rattlers in transition. That one is blocked. This would lead to an easy layup for the Jaguars. Daquan Joseph would score there. St. George's leading 8-5 with 2:24 to go in the first period. Rattlers looking to cut into this lead. Sidney Higgs attacking baseline. Picks up his dribble, back up top, finds Wright. Darius Hannah in the corner for 3. That is no good. The Jaguars will get the rebound. Guy Nesbitt in transition. He'll find Shanto Curry for the layup and 1. The hoop and the harm. The Jaguars faithful certainly being heard here in Kendall as they go up 5 with just over 2 minutes to go in the first period. And he will sink the free throw. Jags go up by 6, 11-5 with just over 2 to go in the first quarter. Rattlers probing on offense. Sidney Higgs gets the screen, attacks the lane. Tough layup. He gets that one to go. cuts the lead to 4 with 1:45 to go in the first quarter. Jags back on offense. Nesbitt will find Miller. Miller will find Ian Gibson in the lane. That shot is no good. Another tough attempt. That is no good. Sidney Hicks gets the ball for the Rattlers, looking to push on the break. Tough shot again, but that he won't get that one to drop, but he will head to the line for 2. 1:27 left in the first quarter.
Well, you see things are starting to pick up a little bit. St. George's is kind of getting more into the flow. They got forced a few turnovers and a few easy converted baskets, and when you start to see that, your eyes open up.
2 substitutions in this game for the Jaguars. Number 5, Brandy Miller enters the game. And for the T.I. Gibson Rattlers, the star of their last game, Keyshawn Dean, at 13 points in their final 4 win and several clutch buckets as well. Both free throws good by Higgs, cuts the score to 2. St. George's leads 11-9 with just about 1:20 to go in the first quarter. Jags probing on offense. Miller attempts to go in the lane, kicks it back out to Nesbitt. Makai Nesbitt, tough attempt, gets his own rebound and put back.
That was a really quick jump on that foot.
Yeah, it's pretty athletic. The Jags lead. Nesbitt gets the steal again in transition for the easy layup, and the Jags go up by 6 with just under a minute to play in the first quarter. Rattlers again working the ball around on the perimeter. Darius Hanna attacks baseline. He goes up and it gets fouled. He will head to the line for 2. It seems that the Jaguars have found a bit of their mojo, Anton.
Yes, it does seem so, and you notice they're bringing the defensive pressure up a little bit on the half court and getting in those passing lanes.
Yeah. Last 2 baskets scored by Makai Nesbitt, our player to watch tonight for the St. George's Jaguars. Darius Hanna makes the first free throw attempt to cut the lead to 5. Second one is no good. The Jaguars get the rebound. Chance of Curry outlets of Daquan Joseph. Joseph attacking. Lefty layup is good, and the Jags go up by 7 here in the first period with just about 30 seconds to go.
And how quickly that score changed from us thinking that it would be a 40-point game, when in actuality St. George's is putting up almost half that in this first quarter.
And the Rattlers turn the ball over there, giving the Jags a chance to score before the quarter ends. With just about 25 seconds to go in the first period. Joseph brings the ball up for St. George's. Looks like he's going to wind down the clock a bit. Working the ball around the perimeter, finds Nesbitt. Nesbitt probes, mid-range jump shot, and that is good. St. George's go up by 9 points. Rattlers probing. Darius Hanna step back 3, and that is good. Bank shot on the glass. The bank is definitely open after 9 o'clock to cut the lead to 6. First quarter ending, the St. George's Jaguars leading the C.I. Gibson Rattlers 19-13. Antoine, what have you seen from both teams in that first period?
I've seen some defensive miscues and miscommunication from C.I. Gibson in the last few transition plays. And then I've seen where St. George's has stepped up defensively, jumped in those passing lanes, forced the turnovers, and converted some quick baskets. And like I say, when you see that happening, players, their eyes start to open wide when they see the ball go through the hoop, and now it's like their confidence is back up to where it should normally be.
And both of our players to watch for both teams. The last minute, they're looking pretty good, but just before the action resumes in the second quarter, we'll toss it to this quick commercial break.
QC and Associates is your one-stop business solutions partner for entrepreneurial small and medium-sized business operations. We specialize in financial consulting, planning, and advisory services. We can help with business license, VAT, and TIN certificates. We conduct small business seminars, assist with contractual agreements, managerial strategies, and so much more. QC and Associates, making small business big business.
Builders, the premier home builder in Nassau, Bahamas. Behaving owned and operated from 2001. We offer project planning, from site evaluation to estimation, quality assurance, and much, much more. Located in the Airport Industrial Park. Telephone 377-2622. Career Builders, building the future. The 42nd Annual Hugh Campbell Committee wishes to express thanks to Coca-Cola, Bahamas Air, we don't just fly there, we live here. Island Wide Express, ZNS, the Broadcasting Corporation of the Bahamas, Rubus East-West Highway, J.S. Johnson Insurance Agents and Brokers, providing peace of mind since 1990.
Welcome back. Some highlights from the first quarter, second quarter action about to start. St. George's Jaguars currently lead 19-13. We'll see how Gibson Rattlers in the 42nd edition of the Hugh Campbell basketball title game. Second quarter action already on the way. Rattlers probing. Lovato right. Co-op in the lane for the tough two to cut the lead to 4. St. George's Jaguars back on offense. TI looking to apply a bit of pressure defense. Makai has been in the corner of Randy Miller, and he will get called for the travel.
So this is their signature defense, their diamond and 1-2-1-1 press that they've brought to three-quarter court and yielding some good positive results out of the first possession.
Rattlers known for their pressure defense and A1 conditioning. TI back on offense. Sidney Higgs flying right and probes again, gets in the lane. That shot is blocked by the Jaguars. They will look to push in transition. Makai Nesbitt attacking Co-op. Going for the and one, but the layup is no good, but he will head to the line for 2. Anton, what did you see from both teams in the first quarter?
Like I said, C.I. Gibson initially brought up the press and got some results from it. Jaguars were consistently picking up from the first quarter with pushing the pace.
Pressure up by Nesbitt is no good. Nesbitt leading the Jags' first quarter scores with 6 points. Second shot is good to extend their lead to 5. The Jaguars lead 20-15 with just over 7 minutes to go here in the second quarter. Rattlers are bringing the ball up the court. Garisano, Keyshawn Dean. Dean looks inside to Mario Roll. Mario Roll, mid-range jump shot. That is no good. The Rattlers get the offensive rebound. Lovato right. He's fouled in the process.
It's been a clean game thus far. Not a bunch of fouls called as such. No team has been in the bonus in the first quarter.
And that's always good. Keyshawn Dean probing the top of the perimeter, finds Darius Hanna on the wing. Hanna to Mario Roll on the inside. Roll, contact, layup, and that is good. Mario Roll hoping to continue his momentum in the Final Four game. He had 20 points and 13 rebounds. George is probing. That layup, no good from Cameron McIntosh. Sloppy handle there from Jaguar right. Randy Miller going up for the down, but that is blocked by Keyshawn Dean, who says, not on my watch.
And a good play because the block actually came off of the St. George's player's body.
Rattlers back on offense, finds Roll on the inside yet again, and the big man is going to work. Back-to-back baskets from Mario Roll. Cuts the lead to one. George is clinging to a 1-point lead here in the second quarter. Turnover by the Jags. CI looking to push in transition. Keyshawn Dean with the layup is blocked by Makai Nesbitt. Ball saved by the Jaguars who push in transition. Daquan Joseph, pro-up, Euro step to the left-hand layup, and that is good.
Dean made a poor, selfish play just now. He had a player ahead of him. All he had to do was make a pass up in front of him. And Raven Hamada converted basket. He's acknowledging it to his coach right now, saying, yeah, my bad, pointing the finger up.
Georges go up by 3 after that layup by Joseph, but the Rattlers look to cut into that deficit.
Nesbitt getting his first break of the game.
Rattlers on the inbound. Darius Hannah set to inbound. 5:44 left to play in the second quarter. Hannah finds Dean on top of the perimeter. Dean finds Jawada right for 3. That is no good. Chantel Curry goes to the rebound, but slips in the process.
Yes, his own team member, both of them battling for the rebound, and that's always a challenge when you don't see your teammate and you both go aggressively for the ball.
Rattlers on the inbound. And you're looking for Roll, but he's denied. Attempts to find Stubbs. The ball is stolen by the Jags. Rattlers get it back. Mario Roll back on the inside. Another bump contact layup, and Mario Roll is single-handedly keeping the Rattlers in the game. 6 consecutive points, cutting the lead to 1. The St. George's Jaguars clinging to a 22-21 lead. Just over 5 to go. The Rattlers will get the steal. Here comes right in transition. Tough layup. No one. Roll will get it. Go back up, and it is good. The big man is single-handedly dominating this game for the Rattlers. Mario Roll with 8 consecutive points. SCI Gibson would take their first lead of the game, 23-22 with just under 5 to go. Jags mid-range jumper is no good. Darius Hannah gets the rebound, pushes in transition. He goes up and is fouled.
And just as I said, it hasn't been a lot of fouls called in the game, and now C.I. Gibson decides to start attacking the basket and drawing a number of fouls.
Things heating up here in the Kendall G. Isaacs Gymnasium. More from the 42nd edition of the Hugh Campbell basketball title game after this break.
Enterprises, specializing in demolitions, heavy equipment rental, land clearing, excavations, trucking. They also supply fill, rock, sand, and soil. They also provide garbage removal, household, and industrial. Give them a call today at 322-5487. That's GH Enterprises. Give them a call today.
Girl, I just walk into St. Ives watches and clocks. I don't know what to get this man.
Girl, let's get him a little G-Shock or something, I know.
But even if I was to get him a G-Shock, there's so much variety. I don't even know where to start.
Get him a little block. I know, I ain't got no man. I know what to do.
Oh, you ain't no help.
Sorry, I don't mean to overstep, but I heard you said that you don't know which watch you want for your man.
I'm just a girl. I never do this before.
What colors do we like? Do we like gold? Do we like silver, black, blue, white?
He's a silver kind of man. Matter of fact, this look like him right here, you know.
And today's your special day. For as low as $49.50, this could be yours.
Man, you joking?
Dead serious.
$49.50.
$49.50.
Check out Sunard's watches and clocks for the hardest timepieces. We've got all the colors of the latest brands like Techno Marine, Invicta, and Casio G-Shock. So come on down to Sun Isles.
Hey, girl, you think if I get him a watch or get somebody a watch, I get a man?
Come off my phone, yo.
Transform your outdoor space with concrete paving. Whether you're in pro design or a DIY enthusiast, our stunning paver stones and wall paneling are designed to elevate any project. Imagine creating a beautiful patio, a stylish walkway, or an eye-catching garden wall, all with our premium materials. With a variety of designs, colors, and textures, we have just what you need to make your vision a reality. We're thrilled to introduce our new collection of premium prefabricated wall paneling. Effortlessly add elegance and style to any project with our easy-to-install options that make renovation a breeze. Join our satisfied customers who trust concrete paving for quality and style. Call us today at 242-813-5411 to discover how we can help you create an outdoor masterpiece. Concrete paving, where your outdoor dreams come to life.
Welcome back to the Kendall G. Isaacs Gymnasium. Some highlights from the second quarter. Ty Gibson and Rattlers missing there. Rattlers again getting the rebound. Mario Roll, the story of the second quarter so far for the Ty Gibson Rattlers. 8 consecutive points. Tough bump layup there. Rattlers again are probing in transition. Jawado Wright goes up. That is no good, but Roll would get the rebound and put up the tough 2. Ty Gibson Rattlers clinging to a 1-point lead with 4:41 left to go in the second period. Rattlers set to inbound. Jaguars in a 2-3 defense. It looked like they switched to man-to-man on Dawn.
Yes, it looks that way, but they're going to see right now that you got to be very quick on the man-to-man in order to stay in the front of Ty Gibson's players.
Rattlers shot no good. Jaguars pushing in transition. Daquan Joseph looking to attack, but he's called for a travel.
Actually call him out of bounds. His foot was a little bit too big.
Rattlers back on offense. Keyshawn Dean probing the defense. He's trapped by the Jaguars, and they get the steal. Randy Miller goes up. He's fouled on the attempt and will head to the line for 2. Ty Gibson leads 23-22 with 4:16 left to play in the second quarter. We're heading to the line for his first of 2 attempts. First one is no good.
That's Cameron McIntosh.
Cameron McIntosh. McIntosh's second attempt is good. Tie ball game with 4:16 left to go in the second period. Rattlers probing. And the Jags forcing the turnover, the trap at half court.
And they switched to a half court zone trap now themselves.
Jags back on offense. Cameron McIntosh finds Joseph in the corner. Joseph probing, goes up. Shot is no good. Jawado Wright gets the rebound for the Rattlers. Find Higgs in transition. He's cut off. Higgs finds Wright yet again, but he's double teamed at half yet again.
And they bailed him out with the foul. Excellent defense for 4.5 seconds and foul.
Seems that trap is kind of throwing the Rattlers off a bit.
The next foul, and Ty Gibson will be in the bonus. As long as the coaches recognize it and will take it to the basket.
Darius Hannah will attack the basket. His attempt is no good. Ian Miller gets the rebound.
They got it.
Jags. You find Cameron McIntosh, who goes up for the left-hand layup, and he is fouled on that attempt. And he will head back to the line for 2 in an attempt to put the Jags up in this one. Score tied at 23 apiece with 3:32 left to play in the second quarter. Substitution there for the Rattlers. Sidney Higgs will head to the bench. Keyshawn Dean will replace him. First attempt by McIntosh is good, and that will put the Jaguars back up by 124-23 with just over 2 minutes to play in the second quarter. Second attempt, that is good. McIntosh swishes both free throws to put the Jags up by 2. Rattlers back on offense. Mario Roll yet again with another easy 2 to tie things up at 25 apiece.
That was some defensive miscommunication. Is now nobody got back on Daria.
Rattlers in transition, but no good. Makai Nesbitt gets the rebound for the Jags. And a tough finish there by James Smith Jr. for his first 2 points of the game for the Jaguars. Jaguars back on offense.
So right now, the pressure is seeming to get to both teams. Each forcing turnovers on each other, and then in some instances, some defensive miscues in the back.
27-25. The Jaguars clinging to a 2-point lead with 2:30 left to play in the second quarter. The Rattlers holding on offense. Waddle right, Pro Hawks floater in the lane, and that is good. Tie ball game yet again. 27 apiece, 2:20 to go in the second quarter. Jaguars on offense, holding. Ian Miller gets the contact, no foul is called. Jags going back up, but that shot is no good. The Rattlers get the rebound and push in transition to Waddle right. Goes up for 2, but he is fouled in the process, and he looks like he's in a lot of pain. His teammate pulling him up as he will head to the line for 2. Score tied at 27 apiece with just about 2 minutes to go in the second quarter.
Like I said, C.I. Gibson is in the bonus now. I believe they're going to continue attacking the basket, capitalizing on the bonus situation. But if they don't make the free throws, it doesn't make sense getting to the line all the time.
Yeah, that's definitely what you want to do when your opponent is in. First shot by Wright is good to put the Rattlers up by 1 with just about 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Second shot by Wright is no good. Rebound by Ian Miller. We find Shanto Curry. Curry will find Joseph in transition. Co-op finds Nesbitt. Nesbitt back out to Curry for the triple, and that is good. Shanto Curry looking like Steph Curry with that one to put the Jags up by 2, 30-28 with 1:40 to go in the first half. Rattlers trapped at half court yet again by the Jags. Ball deflected. Rattlers will retain possession. Mario Roll working again inside. He's blocked this time by Ian Gibson. Jags clinging to a 2-point lead, 1:30 left to play in the first half. Rattlers on the inbound. Darius Hannah sent the inbound, the ball for C.I. Gibson. Looks for a roll, but he's denied. Finds Harry-on Stubbs back. Darius Hannah. Darius Hannah dancing a bit. Goes in the lane, but he's tied up. Let's see what's called here. The refs will call a foul on the Jaguars. Darius Hannah will head to the line for 2. An attempt to tie this thing up at 30 apiece with just under 1:30 to go in the first half. First shot by Hannah is good for 30-29 in favor of St. George's. Second shot by Hannah is good, and we have a tie ball game, 30 apiece. Jaguars on the inbound. CI setting up with a bit of a press. Lexio Penny will find Joseph on the perimeter. Joseph attacking. He's blocked by Mario Roll. And Mario Roll will throw the ball off of him. Get the possession in favor of the Rattlers. We're hoping to take a lead heading into the half. Just over 1 minute to play. C.I. Gibson working the ball around Jawado Wright, attacking strong yet again. That shot is no good. Rattlers get the rebound. Darius Hanna goes up against two people, and the foul is called. From here, it didn't look like a good shot, but he got the foul, Anton.
There was like about 3 defenders on him, and 2 of them did not foul. It was straight up, and 1 got some hand and body. They're kind of letting them play a little bit, but then, of course, you have to call the obvious ones that affect shot and play.
Darius Hanna making his first attempt to put the Rattlers back up by 1 with just under a minute to go. Hanna makes both, and I get some Rattlers lead 32-30, just under a minute to go in the first half. Rattlers back in that press. Hanna goes for the steal, but he's called for the foul there. He's getting a bit of a chewing out there by his head coach, Kevin K.J. Johnson.
Because it's not a good foul. You foul on a 3-point play. Just now, it could have gone either way, but I believe that the official was on the backside of the contact because it looked like he, really got more trying to get at the ball. But it is what it is. It's a official's judgment.
Tyler will be subbed out. Keyshawn Dean coming in for him. And the Jaguars, Chanto Curry again. Chef Curry with another triple to put the Jags up by 1. 33-32 with just under 30 to go. Rattlers will find Mario Roll inside yet again. Their big man came to play tonight. C.I. Gibson goes back up by 1, 34-33. Things are certainly starting to heat up here in Kendall. A back-and-forth game between the C.I. Gibson Rattlers and the St. George's Jaguars. 22 seconds remaining in the first half. The Rattlers holding on to a 1-point lead, 34-33. Refs calling a foul there. Chanto Curry, he will head to the line to shoot a pair of free throws. First attempt is no good.
Not making the... So what was called? Was it a technical foul?
I assume it would be a technical. He's only shot 1. Alexio Penn now heads to the line for the Jags. Trying to even things up or put them ahead by 1. First free throw attempt by Penn is no good. Rattlers still lead 34-33 with 22 seconds left in the first half. Second shot for Penn. That is no good. Tip attempt by Jamie Smith Jr. is no good. They go on Joseph, gets in the lane. Pro-Hawk find Ian Miller for the easy basket. St. George's go up by 1 with 10 seconds left to play in the first half. Rattlers hoping to get the final shot of the half. Jawado Wright attacks the lane, and that shot is no good. Mario Roll will get the rebound, but no foul is called, and just like that, the first half is over. And the St. George's Jaguars lead 35-34 with 2 quarters done. Antoine, your assessment of the first half?
I like how the pace picked up. I like how the defensive intensity picked up. We saw some good offensive rebounds and put back some good fast pace, pushing the ball up the floor. And we saw some fight in both teams, because now we have a good, again, evenly contested game, 35-34 going into the second half, and it's living up to the hype of what we expected to be this game.
Yeah, we see things picked up in the second quarter. Offense kind of picked up. Offense picking up in the second quarter. The game living up to the hype so far, Anton?
Yes, it is. It picked up. It picked up a lot.
But just before we go to our next break, our sideline reporter Desmond Saunders has the head coach for the St. George's Jaguars, Darryl Sayers. Desmond?
Well, I can tell you, high stakes, high energy here at the Kendall Isaacs Gymnasium. St. George's taking the lead tonight, and I'm joined by the coach. How do you feel about tonight's performance in basketball game so far?
I mean, you know, it's two good teams, two good programs, good coaches, good players, and we expected, you know, St. Gibson to be aggressive. You know, we just needed to make sure do some things that's a little different. We didn't box out well, and we allowed St. Gibson to control the inside. We knew that they had a very commanding low post player, and if you don't control him, he's going to cost you the double, which he'll kick out, and then sooner or later, St. Gibson will start hitting those three-point shots out in the range.
That's right, and if St. George's wins tonight, you will make history. You're hoping to clinch your first victory in school history. So what's the momentum? How do you keep the momentum going tonight?
We just keep playing defense. Defense will do the little things, the 50-50 balls, and we got to box out. Got to box on and share the ball. Don't make it personal.
And what's the strategy moving forward?
We play defense. We're gonna make sure we got to be able to either three-quarters Mario or front him so they can throw the ball over him. But if he gets the ball comfortable, you only can double him, and what happens if you double him, he kicks it out, and it makes it harder for us to defend the three-point shot. And sooner or later, they're going to start hitting them.
Coach Sayers from St. George's, Amajah, back to you.
Thanks, Desmond. You heard it first from Coach Sayers. The Jags, they cling to a 1-point lead at the half, 35-34. More action, and we return from this break.
Throughout our lifetime, we must all make decisions. No matter how we choose, the right one just needs to be made. Like having J.S. Johnson Insurance Agents and Brokers as your insurance partner. We've been serving the Bahamas for over 100 years. Whether you need home, motor, marine, or commercial insurance, make the right decision. Call 397-2100 or visit jsjohnson.com.
J.S. Johnson Insurance. Peace of mind.
GH Enterprises, specializing in demolitions, heavy equipment rental, land clearing, excavations, trucking. They also supply fill, rock, sand, and soil. They also provide garbage removal, household, and industrial. Give them a call today at 322-5487. That's GH Enterprises. Give them a call today.
Our objective is to travel the length and breadth of the Commonwealth of the Bahamas to find and assist underprivileged young boys and girls who are academically inclined, to give them the opportunity to excel, and to provide guidance, advice, and mentorship in all aspects to bring complete balance to their academic and athletic initiative. Showtime Sports and Educational Foundation, investing in our future with young people, gardening, maritime, and athletics. Together, we can achieve great things.
The 42nd Annual Hugh Campbell Committee wishes to express thanks to Coca-Cola, Bahamas Air, we don't just fly there, we live here, Island Wide Express, ZNS, the Broadcasting Corporation of the Bahamas, Rubus East-West Highway, J.S. Johnson Insurance Agents and Brokers, providing peace of mind since 1990.
Gymnasium as we are at halftime in this year's Hugh Campbell Championship. The game as the St. George's Jaguars cling to a 1-point lead, 35-34 with the C.I. Gibson Rattlers. For the Jaguars, they're hoping to win their first title in school history, and for the Rattlers, for Kevin K.J. Johnson, he's hoping to become the winningest coach in Hugh Campbell history. Anton, a pretty good game so far.
Yeah, it's a pretty good game so far. The officials are kind of letting them play a bit. We saw C.I. Gibson got a little bit more aggressive, taking the ball to the basket, getting the bonus. We had about 3+ minutes left to go. St. George's more finesse, trying to get some more perimeter baskets up. But the pace has picked up a lot, and it's living up to the game I could be anticipated it to be.
I think the storyline for the first half for the Rattlers, Mario Rose, we see there with the easy layup, has been pretty dominant on the inside, scoring 10 points in the second quarter himself. It seems that will be a problem that the Jags, although they lead by 1, will have to solve in the second half. That's what things also seem to get a bit physical in the second quarter as well.
Yes, the physicality did step up. When you see the defense actually steps up, both teams switching up some defensive strategy, moving from half-court pressure to full-court pressure, man-to-man, and situations like that. So you're going to see them get a little bit more aggressive.
Now look at some quick halftime stats for both teams. Leading the Jaguars in scoring at the half, Chantel Curry with 10 points, including 1 triple. And for the T.I. Gibson Rattlers, Darius Hanna with 12 points. And Mario Roll, the co-captain, with 12 points as well. So look at the highlights here from the first quarter. Just about 2 minutes away from the start of the second half, but before then, this quick commercial break.
At Original Patties, quality is always job number 1. With 2 convenient locations, you have twice the opportunity to enjoy our beef, chicken and veggie patties, escabeche fish, chicken and mutton roti, and our succulent jerk chicken and pork. Choose from a wide selection of tasty pastries, cakes, and breads, or pull up to our 2 convenient drive-through windows for great service with a smile. Original Patties Bakery Limited, Tonic Williams Darling Highway and Blue Hill Road South.
Just before the second half gets underway, a look at a pair of our highlight players for tonight's game. They've certainly lived up to the billing. Starting first for the St. George's Jaguars, Makai Nesbitt has 7 points and 4 rebounds on the night for Nesbitt. He had 16 points and 6 rebounds in their final 4 win. And if they want to pull it off tonight and win the first championship in program history, he'll have to do a lot more in the second half. Now on the C.I. Gibson Rattlers side, just as we predicted, senior guard Darius Hanna with 12 points on the night. Darius Hanna playing in his 3rd consecutive Hugh Campbell title game. And when I spoke to him yesterday, he says he wants to bring home his 2nd one and is hoping for a big motorcade when he does. The Rattlers, they would have to do a lot of work in the second half as they cling to they trailed by 1 point here in the first half, heading to the second half in just a moment. But just before then, this break.
At Original Patties, quality is always job number 1. With 2 convenient locations, you have twice the opportunity to enjoy our beef, chicken and veggie patties, escabeche fish, chicken and mutton roti, and our succulent jerk chicken and pork. Choose from a wide selection of tasty pastries, cakes, and breads, or pull up to our 2 convenient drive-through windows for great service with a smile. Original Patties Bakery Limited, Tonic Williams Darling Highway and Blue Hill Road South.
Enjoying the soothing sounds of the prison band here at the halftime show of the 42nd edition of the Hugh Campbell title game. The second half slated to get underway in just a matter of moments. moments away from the start of the second half, but before then, we'll toss it to this quick commercial break.
GH Enterprises, specializing in demolitions, heavy equipment rental, land clearing, excavations, trucking. They also supply fill, rock, sand, and soil. They also provide garbage removal, household, and industrial. Give them a call today at 322-5487. That's GH Enterprises. Give them a call today.
Man, sound like your fuel pump gone.
I see.
You know where you need to go? Well, to Glass and Accessory and Parts. Man, I gone. And your door handle gone too?
Does this sound like your car? Well, visit Glass and Accessory and Parts Warehouse, where you'll find a large selection of fuel pumps, door mirrors, door regulators, door handles, AC condensers, and radiators. Auto parts made easy. Located number 27 Abundant Life Road, phone 394-5226.
Transform your outdoor space with concrete paving. Whether you're in pro design or a DIY enthusiast, our stunning paver stones and wall paneling are designed to elevate any project. Imagine creating a beautiful patio, a stylish walkway, or an eye-catching garden wall, all with our premium materials. With a variety of designs, colors, and textures, we have just what you need to make your vision a reality. We're thrilled to introduce our new collection of premium prefabricated wall paneling. Effortlessly add elegance and style to any project with our easy-to-install options that make renovation a breeze. Join our satisfied customers who trust concrete paving for quality and style. Call us today at 242-813-5411 to discover how we can help you create an outdoor masterpiece. Concrete paving, where your outdoor dreams come to life.
Career Builders, the premier home builder in Nassau, Bahamas. Bahamian owned and operated from 2001. We offer project planning, from site evaluation to estimation, quality assurance, and much, much more. Located in the Airport Industrial Park. Telephone 377-2622. Career Builders, building the future. The 42nd Annual Hugh Campbell Committee wishes to express thanks to Coca-Cola. Bahamas Air, we don't just fly there, we live here. Island Wide Express. ZNS, the Broadcasting Corporation of the Bahamas. Rubus East-West Highway. J.S. Johnson Insurance Agents and Brokers, providing peace of mind since 1990.
Welcome back here to the Kendall G. Lysak Gymnasium. Start of the third quarter just underway, but before then, our Desmond Saunders has a C.I. Gibson head coach Kevin K.J. Johnson on the sideline. Desmond?
Joined by Kevin Johnson, the coach of C.I. Gibson. You guys came in here with a lot of fire, but what adjustments are you going to be making as the game progresses tonight?
We got to, the 50-50 balls, we got to capitalize on that. St. George's is playing very hard. They're diving on all the loose balls, and they're playing hard, but we wanted more tonight, so hopefully these boys understand. We talk about in the locker room, but the 50-50 balls, and just making our layups and concentrating hard and doing the best we can.
Good stuff, and we're going to keep on watching on the court.
Absolutely.
Back to you, Amajal.
All right, thanks, Des. Start of the second half, just in a matter of moments. The Jaguars leading 35-34. As we start the third period, Jags set to inbound the balls. The Rattlers getting in their defensive set. Second half officially underway. Chantel Curry finds Daquan Joseph. He will lose the ball. Turnover in favor of the Rattlers. Some interesting first half tidbits. Despite trailing by one, C.I. Gibson Rattlers would have out-rebounded the Jags by 11, 30-19 in the first half. Rattlers on offense. Sidney Higgs is trapped at half court. Ball is stolen by Ian Miller. The Rattlers get the ball back to Waddle Wright. Finds Higgs yet again. Higgs back to Wright. Wright loses control. Darion Stubbs gets it. His layup attempt is no good. Rattlers to get the rebound. Foul is called there on the Jaguars. St. George's leading 35-34 with 7:27 to go in the third quarter. Rattlers score off the inbound play. Darion Stubbs with the layup there. C.I. Gibson goes back up by 1, 36-35. Jags on offense, probing the defense, working the ball around the perimeter. Cameron McIntosh gets in the lane, attempts the floater, and that is good. St. George's goes up 37-36. Seesaw back and forth affair between the two squads. Darius Hannah finds Wright in the corner. Wright kicks the ball back out to Higgs. Higgs goes up for the floater attempt. That is no good, but he is fouled and will head to the line for 2.
I was just about to say when the second half started, after 2 turnovers by both teams, that we were getting a slow start, and then here it is where both teams end up scoring on the next possession. So
it's pretty interesting to note. Sidney Higgs heads to the line for 2. His first attempt is good. Ties the game up at 37. And on another interesting note, both of the team's quote-unquote star players have 3 fouls apiece. Makai Nesbitt for St. George's and Darius Hannah for C.I. Gibson. That obviously will come to play here in the second half at some point.
Under no circumstances are those guys going to sit. Well, let me not say no circumstances. They get the 4th one, then, but those guys are going to do their best to try and stay out of foul trouble.
Rattlers get the steal in transition, and Higgs finishes the easy layup to put C.I. Gibson up 40-37 with 6:30 to go in the third quarter. Rattlers get another steal. Darius Hannah, who finds Joe Wright, and Joe Wright put it in for the easy 2. Rattlers up by 5.
I'm expecting Coach Sayers to call a timeout. He has to stop this beating right now.
Jaguars seem to be a bit rattled. Another turnover there. C.I. Gibson gets the steal and the score. Joe Wright yet again. The Rattlers go up 44-37 with just over 6 minutes to go in the third quarter. Things seem to be coming off the hinges here for St. George's. Randy Miller from the corner for 3, and he would put a Band-Aid on the bleeding to get things within 4. C.I. Gibson leads 44-40. 5:39 to go. Mario Rowe on the inside for the easy 2. The big man continuing his dominant performance tonight. C.I. Gibson goes up 46-40.
Defensive miscues again. You can't leave the man in the back open such like that.
Joseph attempts a layup, but that is no good. Works it back out for the triple. That is no good. C.I. gets the rebound. Darius Hannah outlet pass to Sidney Higgs, who goes up, finishes for contact. That is no good. Out of bounds, ball in favor of the Jaguars. Trail by 6 with 5:11 to go.
They actually called a foul on Mario Roll just now. I saw the official give the signal foul on number 10.
Interesting substitution there. I didn't notice the initial start of the second half. Makai Nesbitt just entering the game. It seems as though Dow says realized he had 3 fouls and didn't elect to start him at the beginning of the third quarter. Timeout here called with 5:11 to go in the third period. The C.I. Gibson Rattlers lead 46-40 over the St. George's Jaguars. It seems, though, Antoine, that C.I. has sort of found their momentum a bit.
Well, the popular coinage is that basketball is a game of runs, and we've seen runs happen on both sides of the floor, both with St. George's and with C.I. Gibson, each having their little run. So I guess it's going to see who probably has the best run per se, who has that big bunch of scoring, that big burst of scoring and some defensive stuff.
It seems as though the Jags will need to find an answer for Mario Rowe in the second half as he continues to dominate on the inside. Play set to resume here in the third quarter at the Kendall G. Lysick Gymnasium. Of course, the site of the 42nd Hugh Campbell title game. The Jaguars inbounding the ball. Rattlers, their press defense. Daquan Joseph to find Jamie Smith Jr. Jamie Smith Jr. back on top. Chanto Curry gets the ball. He attempts a three. That is no good. Rattlers get the rebound. Pushing in transition. Ball is deflected. Let's see what the refs rule here. That's rule possession in favor of the Jaguars. Joseph trying to break that press to defense. Curry will find Cameron McIntosh, who kicks it back out to Curry. Pump fake mid-range jumper. That is no good. Makai Nesbitt gets the rebound. Melvin Simeon pushing in transition for the Rattlers. You find Sidney Higgs. Higgs finds Darius Hannah in the corner for three, and that is no good. Rebound by Simeon, who finds Wright. Wright attempting to find Roll on the inside, but turns the ball over. 4:19 left to play here in the third quarter. Rattlers lead by 6, 46-40.
That's always been a challenge with little men, or smaller men passing the ball to big men and dropping it so low.
Jags back on offense. Daquan Joseph pump fake is cut off by Melvin Simeons. Attacks the lane. Ball is deflected. Ref saying Jag ball. Jamie Smith Jr. gets the ball in the corner, finds Cameron McIntosh. Finds Makai Nesbitt off the screen, who attempts a triple, and that is no good. Wright with the rebound, pushing in transition. While Wright finds Sidney Higgs. Pro hop in the lane for the layup, and the Rattlers go up by 8.
You know, it hasn't hurt when that three-point shot by McHale was halfway down and bubbled out.
Yeah. Curry gets in the lane, drop off to Smith Jr. He's blocked. Melvin Simeons gets the ball. Rattlers again looking to push on the break. Here comes Joe Votto. Right pro hop. Attempts. No. Mario over the rebound. Goes up. He's no good.
Be interesting to see the possession stays at C.I. Gibson.
Rattlers inbounding. Sidney Higgs. Complete threat into the lane. He attacks the basket. Foul called on the Jaguars. Higgs will head to the line to shoot two to try to put the Rattlers up by double digits for the first time in this game. The biggest lead of the game. Push up by Higgs is good. Rattlers lead 49-40 with 3:19 to go in the third quarter. Second shot by Higgs is good. Rattlers go up 50-40. Jaguars probing the Rattlers pressure defense. Chanto Curry attacks. He goes up for the layup. That is no good. Mario Roll with the rebound finds Melvin Simeons. Darius Hannah attempts to find a roll, but that is deflected. And we'll have a media stoppage here. More action from the 42nd Hugh Campbell title game after this commercial break.
Associates is your one-stop business solutions partner for entrepreneurial small and medium-sized business operations. We specialize in financial consulting, planning, and advisory services. We can help with business license, VAT, and TIN certificates. We conduct small business seminars, assist with contractual agreements, managerial strategies, and so much more. QC and Associates, making small business big business.
Tasha, what you saying? Girl, right here, rushing to cash, J.S. Johnson. I gotta renew my insurance. Oh, I
apply with JSJ too, but I don't wait in line. I just pay online.
Stop it. How you do that?
Just email info@jsjohnson.com and say, sign me up for an online service center. They'll reach out and hook you up. You ain't never got to stand in line again.
Amen to that.
Save time. Pay online. Sign up for J.S. Johnson's online service center today.
Insurance, peace of mind.
Transform your outdoor space with concrete paving. Whether you're in pro design or a DIY enthusiast, our stunning paver stones and wall paneling are designed to elevate any project. Imagine creating a beautiful patio, a stylish walkway, or an eye-catching garden wall, all with our premium materials. With a variety of designs, colors, and textures, we have just what you need to make your vision a reality. We're thrilled to introduce our new collection of premium prefabricated wall paneling. Effortlessly add elegance and style to any project with our easy-to-install options that make renovation a breeze. Join our satisfied customers who trust concrete paving for quality and style. Call us today at 242-813-5411 to discover how we can help you create an outdoor masterpiece. Concrete paving, where your outdoor dreams come to life.
For more than 3 decades, the Bahamas Bridal Show has made dreams come true, all on a single day in a ballroom decorated wall-to-wall. Meet 40 wedding and home suppliers, giving away thousands of dollars in great prizes while you enjoy a fashion show, wedding demonstrations, food, and champagne sampling. Someone to Love comes to Bahamas Grand Hyatt, 2 p.m. Sunday, March 22nd. Purchase tickets for this spectacular wedding and event show at bahamasevents.net or call 421-9783.
Welcome back to the Kendall Geologics Gymnasium, site of the 42nd Hugh Campbell title game. Just under 3 minutes to go in the third quarter. The Sky Gibson Rattlers hold a 10-point lead over the St. George's Jaguars at 50-40. And Antoine, they always say basketball is the game of runs. The Rattlers trailed by 1 at the half, and now they're up by 10.
Yes, they certainly made their run, and it looks like they're looking to try and go up by 12 or even 13, depending on the result from here.
Rattlers on the inbound. Melvin Simmons finds Sidney Higgs on top. Higgs crossover into the lane. Finds Gerardo right back to Higgs. Higgs for the triple. That is good. And the Rattlers go up by 13, 53-40 with 2:40 to go in the third quarter. Jags hoping to cut into the lead. Makai Nesbitt goes up. That's the contact, but he is fouled, and he will head to the line for 2. Antoine, what have you seen different in the Rattlers in the second half?
The defensive intensity has stepped up a notch again. So they've been jumping in the passing lane, they're getting deflections, forcing turnovers, and they made the last few free throws. They converted their layups on the fast break.
First attempt by Nesbitt is no good. It's a tough miss there as the Jags try to cut into this 13-point lead here in the third quarter.
Usually Mario Roll is in a different foul situation right now, but now he only has 2 fouls and is able to contest, and you can expect a little bit more from him.
Second shot by Nesbitt is good. Rattlers back on offense. Sidney Higgs picking up his dribble there, finds Melvin Simmons on the handoff with the spin move, but the ball is stolen by Chantel Curry of the Jaguars. The Georgians looking to push on the break. Cameron McIntosh turns the ball over. Dorado right with the steal. Goes up for the layup. Contact there, but the refs don't call it. Chantel Curry pushing in transition. Euro step. It's stolen. Joseph gets the ball back to the Jags. Mid-range jumper is no good. Deflection on the inside. The refs call possession. Jaguars, much to the dismay of the crowd here in Kendall. Refs seeming to have a discussion over there on the baseline. Let's see what's the call here. Yeah, they're going to rule possession in favor of the Rattlers. Jag Gibson holding on to a 12-point lead with just over 2 minutes to go, 53-41. Substitutions here for the Rattlers. Keyshawn Dean coming in for Joe Varda right. Rattlers back on offense. Higgs looking to tap. He loses control of the ball. Finds Dean. Dean throw up in the middle. Tough layup attempt, but
a few sloppy possessions for CI Gibson this now. That kind of thing to put you out of sorts, and either dropping back off of the press or more half court.
Jaguars back on offense. Chantel Curry for three. He's been the hot hand tonight for the Jaguars. Another triple there for Chantel Curry to cut the lead back to single digits. CI Gibson leads 53-44 with 1:30 to go in the third quarter. Rattlers find Mario on the inside. The ball is stolen by Daquan Joseph. Outlet pass to Chantel Curry. Goes for the two, but it's stripped by Keyshawn Dean. Ball picked up by Roll. Jaguars manages to get it back up and under. Acrobatic layup, no good for Curry. Darius Hannah pushing in transition for the Rattlers. Pro up in the lane to the floater. That is no good. Rattlers losing control of the ball. Hannah gets it back, goes up and under. That is no good. Gets it. That's Mario Roll to get the put back and go up for two to put the Rattlers back up by 11, 55-44. Just under a minute to go in the third quarter. Jags probing CI's pressure defense. Randy Miller pull up, no good. Ian Gibson gets the rebound for the Jags, but he's tied up. Refs call a jump ball, and unfortunately for the Jags, possession arrow in favor of the Rattlers. CI inbounds the ball. Jags look to come out in a bit of a pressure defense, but they fall back. Sidney Higgs probing on offense for the CI Gibson Rattlers. Find Wright on the wing. Wright will attack. Find Higgs in the corner. Pump fake by Higgs. Attacks the lane. A floater. No good. Rebound by Kai Nesbitt for the Jags. He will push in transition. Finds Daquan Joseph. Joseph attacks head down. Goes up strong, but that is no good. Rebound by Higgs. Outlet pass to Jawado Wright. Wright attacks. Contact there, but again, the cleanup man is there yet again. And Mario Roll with an offensive rebound and put back to put the Rattlers up by 13 as we head into the fourth quarter. And I don't know what 13-point lead is insurmountable, Anton, but that's a tough deficit for the Jags.
Well, I wouldn't say a tough deficit for the Jags, because if they get hot, if number 25 gets those shots up and is able to knock down like he's knocked down a few shots in the past few possessions, this could shift. The tide could shift. What I'm seeing is on some of these plays, they're allowing them to play.
And again, things certainly heated up. The money quarter just after this break.
What you saying? Girl, right here, rushing the cash, J.S. Johnson. I gotta renew my insurance.
Oh, I with JSJ too, but I don't wait in line. I just pay online.
Stop it. How you do that?
Just email info@jsjohnson.com and say, sign me up for the online service center. They'll reach out and hook you up. You ain't never have to stand in line again.
Amen to that.
Save time. Pay online. Sign up for J.S. Johnson's online service center today.
Insurance, peace of mind.
Girl, I just walk into Sun Isles, watches and clocks. I don't know to get this man.
Girl, let's get him a little G-Shock or something, I know.
But even if I was to get him a G-Shock, there's so much variety. I don't even know where to start.
Get him a little block. I know, I ain't got no man, but I know what to do.
Girl, you ain't no help.
Sorry, I don't mean to overstep, but I heard you said that you don't know which watch you want for your man.
I'm just a girl. I never do this before.
What colors do we like? Do we like gold? Do we like silver, black, blue, white?
He's a silver kind of man. Matter of fact, this look like him right here, you know.
And today is your special day. For as low as $49.50, this could be yours.
Man, you joking.
Dead serious.
$49.50.
$49.50.
Check out Sun Isles watches and clocks for the hottest timepieces. We've got all the colors of the latest brands like Techno Marine, Invicta, and Casio G-Shock. So come on down to Sun Isles.
what? Sure, get somebody to water your man.
Come off my phone, yo.
Career Builders, the premier home builder in Nassau, Bahamas. Bahamian owned and operated from 2001. We offer project planning, from site evaluation to estimation, quality assurance, and much, much more. Located in the Airport Industrial Park. Telephone 377-2622. Career Builders, building the future.
Welcome. Time to get underway here at the 42nd edition of the Hugh Campbell basketball tournament title game. Ty Gibson Rattlers leading 57-44. Few of the third quarter highlights. Georgia's attacking there. A tie up there. The physicality definitely increasing in the second half. Bovado right, the tough finish, but Mario Roll, the star of this one. Fourth quarter action underway. Georgia's probing on offense. Kai Nesbitt finds Saquon Joseph. Pump fake, gets in the lane, goes up with a floater. That is no good. Sidney Hicks gets the rebound. Outlet to Jovado right. Right again, goes up. And he is tied up in the process. Ref saying possession. Offensive foul. Interesting call there. Jaguars ball. That's the offensive foul call there on Joe Waddle right. Jags probing on offense, hoping to cut into this 13-point lead, but the ball is stolen. Darius Hannah in transition goes up. Contact there, no foul is called. Jags get the ball. Saquon Joseph. We find Ian Miller pro hop in the lane floater. That is blocked by C.I. Gibson. Ball goes out of bounds. Ref saying last touch by the Rattlers. The Jags, they will retain possession here with 7:15 to go in the fourth quarter. Jags on the inbound, taking on Joseph. Floater in the lane. That is no good. Roll attempting at the rebound. Flex the ball out of bounds. Jags retain possession. Nesbitt find Miller in the corner. Miller back on top. Alexia Penn find Curry back to Nesbitt. Nesbitt gets in the lane. Floater, and that is good. He's been quiet for most of the night. The big basket is there from Makai Nesbitt. Cut the lead to 11. CI in transition. Sidney Hicks is blocked at the rim. Jags pushing. Penn will find Nesbitt. Nesbitt looked to go for a three, but hands the ball back to Penn, and it's stolen by the Rattlers. CI Gibson looking to slow things down a bit. 6:30 to go. Hicks finds Hannah in the corner for three, and that triple is good. Darius Hannah putting the C.I. Gibson Rattlers up by 14, 60-46, with 6:15 to go here in the fourth quarter. Guy Nesbitt attempts a triple, and that is good. Our two spotlight players matching triples on both ends. The Jags cutting the lead to 11. CI working the ball. Dariano Stubbs goes up with a tough layup, and that is good. That would put the CI Gibson Rattlers back up by 13, 62-49 with 5:58 left in the fourth quarter. We approached another TV timeout. More championship action when we return after this break.
Sound like your fuel pump gone.
I see.
You know where you need to go?
Well,
to Glass and Accessory and Parts. Man, I gone. And your door handle gone too?
Does this sound like your car? Well, visit Glass and Accessory and Parts Warehouse, where you'll find a large selection of fuel pumps, door mirrors, door regulators, door handles, AC condensers, and radiators. Auto parts made easy. Located number 27 Abundant Life Road, phone 394-5226.
Welcome back here to the Kendall G. Isaacs Gymnasium, the 42nd Hugh Campbell title game. The C.I. Gibson Rattlers up by 13 on the St. George's Jaguars with just under 6 minutes to go in the final quarter. Jaguars hoping to cut into this double-digit deficit here. C.I. pressing yet again. Chanto Curry in the corner for 3. That is no good. The Rattlers with the rebound.
If you notice, St. George's has their shooting lineup in the game. Curry, Nesbitt, and number 5.
And it seems like we've been calling his name all night. Mario Roll with another cleanup finish, and the Jags with an unforced error there, turning the ball over. That's something they cannot have as they trail by 15 with just under 5:30 to go. Rattlers inbounding the ball. Darius Hannah working the ball around the perimeter, gets it back to Roboto Wright. Wright finds Mario on the inside. Big move on the inside. With the refs, they call a charge there. Possession, Jaguars.
So there's something interesting up on the board. They have 5 on number 10, but that's not accurate. Now they corrected it. 3 on number 10.
Jags working the ball around the perimeter. Calvin McIntosh gets in the lane for the 2 to cut the lead to 13 with just under 5 minutes to go here in the fourth quarter. Mario Roll attacking inside, and it seems that's the game plan. Just give the ball to Mario and get out of his way.
And it looks like he's not afraid to pick up that foul. He's adjusted the way he made his move into the post.
Rattlers back up by 15. McIntosh with a triple. That is no good. Rebound by Darius Hannah. He finds Roboto Wright. Right back to Hannah. Pull up 3, and that is good. The Rattlers go up by 18 with just under 4:30 to go. And a turnover there by the Jaguars. Roboto Wright gets the ball, pushes in transition. Contact there, but no foul is called. Jags pushing in transition. Daquan Joseph goes to the floater. That is no good. Rebound, Jaguars. Darius Hannah in a transition. Goes to the layup. But he's blocked by Makai Nesbitt. The C.I. Gibson Rattlers lead 69-51 with just under 4 minutes to go. Now, Anton, I'm not a betting man, but an 18-point lead with just under 4 minutes to go. It's going to take pretty much a miracle.
Yes, going to take a miracle. But, stranger things have happened. I've seen C.I. Gibson come from a situation like this, down this much, take the game into overtime, and Hugh Campbell, MVP Stevenson Jackson pulled them out. And this was in the, I think it was like 2004, 2005, a little while ago. But strange things have happened, but I strongly doubt that that St. George's is able to come back in this one.
I know it's something we tend to always hear in basketball is that you cannot teach size, and I think for Mario Rowe that's been the case for the C.I. Gibson Rattlers, just seemingly being able to get every offensive rebound and walk up.
I'll challenge you on that because Mark Hanna has done an excellent job, assistant coach Johnson, with handling the big man department inside C.I. Gibson's basketball camp. And if you notice, most of the successful big men from C.I. Gibson has had a lot of work put into them, a lot of good footwork, understanding how to put back, understanding how to box out and challenge the rebounds. And that's exactly what you've seen from Mario Rowe throughout his career, coming from Donald Davis, being under Coach Hanna, and now playing big time for C.I. Gibson.
Play resuming here in the fourth quarter. Rattlers find Roll again under the basket. His layup attempt is no good. Jags looking to push in transition. Ball deflected by C.I. Gibson. Keyshawn Dean there. He gets the ball, attacks the rim, and he is fouled and will head to the line for a chance at 2 and possibly a chance to put the Rattlers up by 20 points here in the fourth quarter.
Interesting, I'm noticing that C.I. Gibson has stepped all the way back in their defensive setup. I wouldn't advise letting up the pressure.
Dean splitting the free throws, makes the first and misses the second. Jaguars pushing on the break. Nesbitt finds Curry back to Nesbitt. Stops in the lane, he's cut off. Dalvin McIntosh attempting a floater, but that is no good. Ball deflected by the Rattlers. Possession Jaguars. McIntosh find Ian Miller. We're finding Curry back to Nesbitt. Back to McIntosh. McIntosh for the triple. That is no good. Rebounded by Signe Higgs. Higgs attempting to save the ball before it goes out of bounds, but unfortunately would not be able to do that. Jags retaining possession. Just under 3:30 to go here in the fourth quarter.
Also, the shot clock didn't reset to the 14 seconds. It should have.
It should have.
It should have reset to 14 seconds because the possession did change. C.I. Gibson maintained control.
Refs seeming to miss that one here. C.I. Gibson gets the ball after the shot clock violation. 2:13 to go in the second half. Dean, nice crossover. Finds Higgs in the corner for 3. That is no good. Rebound Jaguars. They look to push with just under 3 minutes to go. They trail by 19 here in the fourth quarter. Jaguars working the ball around the perimeter. Ian Miller for the 3. That is no good. Randy Miller, excuse me. Rattlers bringing the ball up. So they hold a 19-point lead with 2:40 to go in the fourth quarter. Signe Higgs gets the pass back, goes into the lead head first. No foul called there. Rattlers manages to save the possession. Melvin Simeons with a triple. That is no good. Air ball. Jags will get possession with 2:27 to go. Substitution here for the Rattlers. Darius Hanna set to come in the game. Approaching the final 2 minutes of this championship clash. Nassau and Grand Bahama yet again. C.I. Gibson and Rattlers lead by 19 points. Did you expect this kind of deficit, Andon?
Not at all. Not in the least. I won't even pretend.
Both teams seem to be pretty evenly matched heading into this game tonight, but it seems as though in the second half, the Rattlers just had a bit more juice. Look at some of the second half highlights here. Mario Rowe on the inside.
And what I was reminded of is that Mario came from C.H. Reeves, not from Donald Davis. He came from C.H. Reeves. A good product from C.H. Reeves.
Darius Hanna here with the 3 in transition. And is letting the bench hear about it. Play set to resume. Just under 2:30 left in the fourth quarter. Again, the Rattlers lead is 70-51. Jags electing to walk the ball up to save some time. They need as much time as possible. See how in a 2-3, Mario Roll with a block there. Guy Nesbitt retains the ball for the Jags. In and out crossover by Joseph. Pro off in the lane. Floater, that is no good. Scramble for the ball. Refs ruling his last touch by St. George's.
And interesting enough, too, a lot of the scrambling, C.I. Gibson has been getting on the floor for some of these balls, and that's something KJ emphasized during the halftime talk with Desmond.
Some tension, things kind of heating up here in the final 2 minutes. Teammates having to separate Sidney Higgs from the St. George's player. I think they're probably telling him, hey, we're 2 minutes away from a championship. Don't do anything stupid.
And I think it's best to put him out of the game right now, and I think that's what Coach Johnson did.
2:04 left to play here in the fourth quarter. Rattlers lead 70-51. Jaguars trying to press, hoping for a miracle. Darius Hannah goes up for the layup. Ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by C.I. Gibson.
And the coaches are telling Darius, you don't need to rush or push anything. You can slow down, take your time, and relax.
Guy Nesbitt cross over the lane, goes for a layup, but that is no good. St. George's manages to save the ball. Calvin McIntosh. Crossover into the lane. Foul called there on number 4 for C.I. Gibson, Joe Votto Wright. McIntosh finds Nesbitt for the triple. That is no good. Rebound, Randy Miller. He goes back up. That is no good. Rattlers attempting to bring the ball down, but it's deflected out of bounds. 1:33 left here in the ball game. C.I. Gibson up comfortably, 70-51. Georges working the ball around the perimeter. Daquan Joseph finds Guy Nesbitt. Pump fake. Nesbitt with a dump off. Randy Miller missing on the inside. Sidney Higgs gets the ball for the Rattlers. He will bring it up. The Rattlers more than likely elected to kill some clock here. Right. Puts the ball back to Higgs. Higgs crossover into the lane. Lefty layup, and that is good. And the crowd in Kendall erupts. And that seems like that will be the proverbial nail in the coffin for the St. George's Jaguars. The C.I. Gibson Rattlers go up by 21 points with just over a minute left here in the fourth quarter. Higgs makes the free throw and extends their lead to 22. And the crowd, I guess the St. George's crowd, slowly filing out of the gym. Just under a minute left here in the fourth quarter. St. George's attacking. Guy Nesbitt with a tough finish there for 53-73 in favor of the Rattlers. St. George's trapping. Waddle Wright breaking the press, goes up. Referee's calling a travel there on Wright for the Rattlers. 44 seconds left in this ball game. And Anton, it's all over but the crying.
This one is over.
Jags for 3. That is no good. Mario Roll gets the rebound. 30 seconds left in this one. C.I. Gibson pushing. Right on top of the river finds Darius Hannah. Kind of spin into the lane left. Right-hand layup misses, but perhaps the MVP of tonight's game, Mario Roll, with another put-back finish to put the Rattlers up up by 22 points, 75-53. Looks like a bit of an issue with the clock. They let some time run off the clock. Probably need to reset that to about 10 seconds or so. And you can hear the chants from the Nassau Central crowd. They're saying it's over. Jags over the layup, and that will be it. The buzzer sounds, and the C.I. Gibson Rattlers are your 2026 Hugh Campbell champions, and they defeat the St. George's Jaguars 75-53, and Kevin KJ Johnson now sits atop the mountain alone as the winningest coach in Hugh Campbell history. Anton?
Well, the game did pick up and came out to be the hype that we expected it to be. However, I did not expect to see a 22-point blowout. I'm trying to understand where the tide changed for St. George's.
And I know for KJ, this win must feel amazing. Obviously, I think as a coach sometimes you get used to dominance, but speaking to him this week, every year is harder.
Every year gets harder because other teams are looking to challenge you. You sit up on the mountaintop, you're not going to just stay there and be stable and have no challenges and nobody come for you. Every year, teams are trying to get better. Teams are trying to compete. And if you notice, again, Aaron Bailey is up and coming. Anatole Rogers, one of the usual suspects, always there, is always coming for the top team.
You know, you mentioned Aaron Bailey. You know, obviously so much happened with the TSSA season. You know, momentum was kind of weird heading into the tournament because, yeah, they won the TSSA championship, but also, you know, there was some tension there, and, you know, some unfinished games there. But they managed to pull it out and come here and be pretty dominant during this entire tournament run. I don't think there was ever a game they played that was really in question.
Not at all. They came to the tournament and they acted out as they usually would do and performed as they would usually do.
Now awaiting on the sidelines, our Desmond Sanders has the winningest coach in Hugh Campbell history. Desmond?
Well, celebrations are definitely here on the courts. I'm joined by Kevin Johnson. The success of your team tonight, what's the secret to the success of your team?
It's hard work, perseverance. I just want to thank God for the opportunity to coach these young men and try to do our best to keep these young men out of jail, try to help them as best as we can. Instead of Mario lost his dad, he's playing with a heavy heart. And I feel it for him. But he came out and did it for him, you know, and he worked so hard where he came from. And I'm happy for him. And, you know, I just want to also thank my wife for giving me the opportunity to come out in the long hours coaching these young men. And, you know, even the principal at the C.I. Gibson and all the staff down there, they really support the program.
An awesome performance. I know you're overcome with emotions, but what was the strategy heading into tonight's game tonight?
We wanted to get the 50-50 balls. St. George's did a very good job on the first half. We really battling, and in the locker room we talk about, you know, just being more aggressive, and we did that on the defensive side of the ball, and we were successful tonight.
You made history, the 7th title, I believe, in school history. What's the steps moving forward now?
I keep working. We keep working. We have a lot of young men a part of this program, a lot of 11 and 10 graders. I'm happy for all the 12 graders. We have about 3, Darius and Mario. I'm happy for them that they're going to graduate as champions. But, you know, the road to journey never stops. You know, we got to keep working, keep preparing these young men as best as we can. And hopefully, you know, a lot of them get scholarship to further education to basketball.
I want you to talk about teamwork, because that plays a very important role in any exercise. Let's talk about putting the team together, getting them focused, and bringing them on the court.
It's about discipline. It's a family. It's a collective effort from you know, we have, you know, lady who runs our tutor program. All right, we're talking about Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday before practice. We preaching about making sure you graduate out of high school. Those who don't have their 4 BJCs for the diploma program, we're making sure they get that. We don't just want these young men to just play basketball. We want them to be successful in life. A lot of them not going to go to college, but we want them to be good citizens in our country. You know, defense force, the police force, the prison, whatever, wherever they work. We want them to be disciplined, and this program is all about discipline, and they know that. So hopefully they will continue the trend, and hopefully they will be successful in our life.
All right, good effort, Coach. All the best to you in the future. Celebrations right here for C.I. Gibson, and we're going to give you more coverage later on.
Well, thanks, Desmond. Obviously, Kevin KJ Johnson overcome with emotion after securing his 7th Hugh Campbell title, but more from the championship celebrations after this break.
Career Builders, the premier home builder in Nassau, Bahamas. Behaving owned and operated from 2001. We offer project planning, from site evaluation to estimation, quality assurance, and much, much more. Located in the Airport Industrial Park. Telephone 377-2622. Career Builders, building the future.
Our objective is to travel the length and breadth of the Commonwealth of the Bahamas to find and assist underprivileged young boys and girls who are academically inclined, to give them the opportunity to excel, and to provide guidance, advice, and mentorship in all aspects to bring complete balance to their academic and athletic initiative. Showtime Sports and Educational Foundation, investing in our future with young people, gardening, maritime, and athletics. Together, we can achieve great things.
The 42nd Annual Hugh Campbell Committee wishes to express thanks to Coca-Cola, Bahamas Air, we don't just fly there, we live here, Island Wide Express, ZNS, the Broadcasting Corporation of the Bahamas, Rubus East-West Highway, J.S. Johnson Insurance Agents and Brokers, providing peace of mind since 1990.
Welcome back. We're here at the Kendall G. Isaacs Gymnasium. If you missed the past 2 hours, C.I. Gibson Rattlers moments ago defeated the St. George's Jaguars 75-53. In the process, Kevin KJ Johnson securing his 7th Hugh Campbell title, making him the winningest coach in tournament history. Anton, I know you're a coach yourself. Obviously, winning 7 titles, that's no easy feat.
Not in the least. And, you know, KJ touched a little bit about it. It takes so much hard work and so much discipline. And even though, you know, you may not always win, winning is one of the objectives, but building good citizens, building educated student athletes, putting in all of that work, the countless hours, sacrificing time away from your family and work. It takes a lot, and you know, when you see results like this, that's where the gratification comes from.
Now, some championship celebrations taking place on the court. We'll take it to that. Okay. But before that, obviously getting here, no easy task. We'll take a look at how both teams mapped it out on their road to the Hugh Campbell title game.
Pain, some blood, sweat, and tears. And after it was all said and done, there could only be 2 teams left standing. This final destination for the St. George's Jaguars. It's the 2nd title game appearance in the program's history. But getting here was not necessarily without some bumps along the way. The Jaguars came into the tournament riding a wave of momentum from their GBSSA Hoops title. but that came to a screeching halt as they would lose their opening game to the Charles W. Saunders Cougars 64-55. That loss seemed to give them the edge they needed as they would go on to dominate their next three opponents, winning all the games by double digits, leading them to Sunday. Standing in their way would be the tournament Cinderella, the Queens College Comets, where the Jaguars would take a bite out of their pumpkin carriage and leave them stranded with a dominant 71-45 win. For the Rattlers, they entered the tournament on a bit of a different note as a winner-take-all Game 3 in the GSSA Championships was ultimately not played due to tension stemming from a brawl in Game 1. But nonetheless, the Rattlers opened things up by dominating Patrick J. Bethel and facing perennial Grandmama Power Tabernacle Baptist in a rematch of last year's title game. The Rattlers facing them twice and in both games handled the Falcons without a blemish. Now only standing in their way would be the age-old rival, the Anatole Rogers Timberwolves. And while they offered much more resistance than they had seen thus far, the Rattlers would emerge victorious once the final buzzer had sounded, setting up tonight's clash and the latest chapter in the Nassau-Freeport rivalry. Rattlers versus Jaguars. Who will take home the crown? Now we'll toss it to center court as the Rattlers are being presented with their championship trophy.
Mario's a
As we see the sports minister there, former arch rivals, coach of the CC Spinning Cobras back in the day with Kevin KJ Johnson.
the MVP of the 42nd Hugh Campbell Basketball Championship. Remain there, minister. Stay right there, guys. Our MVP, the man who controlled the middle, number 10, Mario.
And perform. You could tell he came ready to battle and with the memory of his father in his mind.
Yeah, because I know sometimes you see it in professional sports where, you know, a player has a family member die and see them play. But, I mean, at this level, to process that and come out here and have the type of not only game, but the tournament he had, it's pretty remarkable.
Because I'll say the tournament, his father passed away on Friday. He actually played on Saturday and Sunday, and now tonight. That really takes some real strength in order to be able to execute.
By way of the ministry, by way of Bahamas Air, Mario has just earned himself 2 free tickets to watch VJ Edgecombe against the Miami Heat.
Mario's going to watch VJ.
So Bahamas Air will fly Mario and a guest with 2 free tickets to see VJ Edgecombe.
That's so good to see him being rewarded, you know, for his performance.
And I think they got it right.
Our next award, don't move, guys, don't move. Our next award, he just became the coach with the most win in Hugh Campbell history.
The history maker.
Coach Kevin K.J. Johnson.
Well, he has been the coach at C.I. Gibson, I think, since 96 or 97. So he put in some work, put in some long hours, some hard time working. You have some other coaches that were won 5 and 4 and 3. And I think he was tied with Mario for 6 or tied with Norris Bain for 6 until they won this. But, you know, it's an amazing feat.
Please, don't move. Go ahead. Let the principal of the Stanley give you your hardware.
To maintain this level of consistency
I know we
over an
have a lot of
extended
focus
period of
on
time. Like you say, 96.
C.I. Gibson tonight, but we ought to give the St. George's Jaguars a round of applause for
It's like you could
hard
almost
work and dedication.
assure that CI, if they're not going to make the title game, they're going to be in the conversation.
Boys have nothing to be ashamed of. Go on and work hard.
And of course, again, Mario Rule winning MVP. Just a look at his insane stat line for the night. He finished the night with 24 points and 18 rebounds. He almost had a 20-20 game in the Hugh Campbell title game. I know I haven't been around that long. That's one of the best performances I've seen in the Hugh Campbell title game.
Yes, and you know, he's a big man that stuck to his within his game. You know, in this days and time, you have some of the big men that want to come out and shoot the ball. He took one perimeter shot, and it was warranted because he was open and the defense backed up off of him. But all the work he put in inside the paint, there was an interesting stat line that I looked at as well, and that was the only disparaging stat. C.I. Gibson scored 180-plus points in the paint for this tournament. St. George's, I think, was more around 130-plus points inside the paint.
The Jags set to be presented with their trophies runner-up. I know we tend to sometimes say that there are no moral victories in sports, but obviously for the Jags to get to the title game, especially after losing their opening game, is a feat in itself as well. I know for them, this is obviously a bittersweet loss as they still try to nab that elusive Hugh Campbell title. This, of course, their second appearance.
Listen, you have to be aware of St. George's next year. I think the majority, if not their whole lineup, may be returning, other than those that may go off to high school in the U.S. Most of them are sophomores and juniors. They have most of them have another year or two in St. George's system.
The title stays in Nassau this year. Of course, last year, Tabernacle, they would defeat C.I. Gibson to take the trophy back to Grand Bahama, but the Rattlers, they say that he ain't going on the plane. Not tonight. C.I. Gibson, Rattler guard. Darius Hanna, I think this is his second Hugh Campbell title. His third straight championship appearance.
And I'd like to say something too. The kind of performance that Darius put on tonight, I would say he's MVP 1B. You know,
yeah.
he did well as well defensively. Some clutch plays, knocked down some big three-pointers, put the daggers inside the coffin.
Yeah,
nailed inside the coffin for C.I. Gibson. It was very impressive, those two, that tandem, those two.
Yeah, it's interesting to watch the dynamic between him and KJ. Obviously, his dad is an assistant with C.I. Gibson. So, you know, I think KJ tends to, you know, he's on him. He's on him a lot. I watched him over the past few games.
I think KJ is also his godfather. And like I said, you know, being a part of the Kevin Johnson basketball program in my earlier days as a coach, KJ is also my daughter's godfather. So, you know, it was a good relationship. Respect him a lot. Knowing the work that he puts in and knowing the investment and sacrifices that he makes for these kids, as do many of our coaching colleagues. It's something that you love to see, and he's a blessing to basketball in the Bahamas.
Yeah. I myself was a part of the Kevin K.J. Johnson summer camps back in my day when I attempted to play basketball. Right. The replays coming up here on the screen from tonight's championship game. It seems as though the Jaguars couldn't find the three ball that they had all throughout the tournament. There's one there.
Yes, when your shooting night is off.
Auto right to lay up there.
Yeah, like I was saying, when you're not shooting as well as you normally do, it could really be a real challenge for you.
Yeah. The three ball is a great equalizer. Tensions.
I think that was an overreaction by Darius. He could have gotten him out of there without all of that. But, I guess knowing and being, understanding, hey, in our GSSA game, we had some stuff where you were one of the guys suspended. We can't have that now. And those suspensions would have been carrying over into the new school year, into the new season. So, fortunately, that was expunged, that was changed, and they were allowed to play in this tournament, and everything was retracted, and cooler heads prevailed. Coaching colleagues and Ministry of Education, GSSA, all got involved and found a way to come to something good and reasonable for these young men to be able to play.
Yeah. See the celebration again at the end of the game for the Rattlers. In 2 and 3 years, no easy feat, Anton.
None at all.
Especially in a tournament like this where you play so much games over so much days. You have to bring your A game every night.
And now I'm looking at the center court now where KJ is, and being greeted by certain fans and supporters. And standing next to him is Stevenson Jacks, the 2024, I think, or 2025 Hugh Campbell MVP. And every year, Stevie is out here supporting the team every time they've made a Hugh Campbell run. Every time. And Stevie is one of their biggest supporters. I also see Hugh Campbell MVP, Jeffrey Hemfield, also inside the gymnasium, and still a product of the Kevin Johnson basketball program, C.I. Gibson, and paying it forward, coaching kids now, continuing to do the same, and putting in basketball development with kids and trying to promote them and get them into the next level as far as education and tertiary basketball play.
And the C.I. Gibson Rattlers atop the mountain yet again. They will take down the St. George's Jaguars 75-53. Kevin K.J. Johnson in the process winning his 7th Hugh Campbell title, making him the winningest coach in tournament history. Antoine, had a great night. I don't know about you.
This was an awesome night for me. I mean, of course, I'm pulling for the local team. I'm pulling for my daughter's godfather. I'm pulling for my coaching colleague. Darryl says is my guy as well. However, I want a trophy to stay in Nassau as well.
Good stuff, Anton. Well, that's all the time we have for you tonight from Kendall. Signing out until next time, I'm Amajal Notes.
Sailing, Concrete Paving Solutions, EH Enterprises, Showtime on Today & Co., Windshield House and Glass Accessories, Thumbs and Trading, Urban Island Communications, Bahamas Events and Sports, and the Hugh Campbell Basketball Tournament Committee.
When I first introduced the